Hey YouTube, it's K2 Karama, and this is the other subscription box video I'm making today, and it is
Still
for
have one more.
Kitchen Table Passport. Um, I haven't really heard of it before, but what was it about?
This one is where you subscribe and they visit. There's a particular group of people that like to visit and travel, and they want to share their travels with you. So they send you a little bit of culture and a little bit of food recipes and stuff for each country that they visit. And if we got the year subscription, we got two um what's it called? When you go to a country and
Passports?
no.
Oh,
Um not artifacts, but stuff. You get something from the country. So they spend a little bit of extra money to send it to you since you were with them for a year. And they just send you the recipes apparently, and you can go get regular food items at the store, and then you get to enjoy that. And sometimes they send you music too, so from that country.
that's cool. Hopefully we get some music then.
Yeah, that's true. But we'll have a year of these coming in, so that'll be fun to look at. Enjoy Kitchen Table Passport Night. And they like for you to share your night with your family or whatever online. So if I can figure out how to get this box open. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it looks like this month they did Spain,
Spania.
España. And there's a little card with a bull guy. And it says starts here. So enjoy a taste of Spain. Murray visited Spain so long ago, it's impossible to name the actual year, something like 1985. Um, Living in Scotland at that time, he was one of many northern Europeans taking refuge on the beautiful, warm, sandy beaches of Spain's coastline. Since then, he has returned several times for business purposes and vacations and has enjoyed the fantastic hospitality, beauty, art, and history with friends, coworkers, and family. So, looks like Lisa and Murray visited here and they're sending us this box.
Huh.
Our recipe is paprika rubbed Spanish chicken.
Mm.
It tells you some stuff about paprika and then about the dish itself. Looks like it includes rice and some kind of spinach pesto.
Is that what that smell is?
I don't. They might have sent a spice. That would be cool. Um, the souvenirs are. It looks like they're stamps
Yay!
and a fan. So if you can open that. The stamps tell of a tumultuous period in Spanish history. General Franco, pictured on some of the stamps, was the dictator who took power after the bloody Civil War way back in 1936. His hand-picked successor, King Juan Carlos, took over upon his death in 1975 and immediately began to undo all that Franco's regime had stood for, leading the country rapidly to a more democratic model of governance.
It's a stamp.
There's like 3 or 4.
Yeah, but it looks like they were already used.
Maybe.
Let's see. Mm.
So they also have the Spanish fan in there. The fan in Spain is for so much more than just keeping you cool on a hot day. Check out the culture discovery card to get some clues about what else it was used for. Okay. So there's some important people on there apparently.
Yeah.
Looks like are they both on there?
I don't know. That's a nice little fan.
Okay. So then we have our chicken recipe with Spanish rice and I was right, parsley and mint sauce. Interesting. That should be pretty cool.
It's strong.
We'll have to let you know how that went next time. Let's see. Yep, it says it includes the mix of herbs and spices to get us started. Then the souvenir and 10 discovery cards. So,
Discovery cards.
supposed to tell us about the country and about what's going on.
It's a bag of drugs in here. I'm just kidding.
Blah, blah, blah.
So that's what you get, a bag of drugs. Actually, that's the spice mix.
It's a lot of spice. But we're supposed to be making the dinner and then eating it and then looking at all the cool stuff
It's
together,
really
but
strong.
we'll do it later when we have time.
Oh shit.
And let's see, Discover Card 1. Where would you expect most of Spain's immigrant population to come from?
From Spain.
Spain. The second biggest country in Europe, bigger than California, but not as big as Texas or Alaska. 47 million people live there. And it's called Land of the Rabbits, apparently.
Yeah.
86% are native born. Kind of cool. 50% of the remainder are immigrants from former colonies such as Cuba, Argentina, Ecuador, Chile, and Uruguay. 76% are Roman Catholic. And the language is different than Mexican Spanish, which, if you've ever taken Spanish in school, you know that they use different stuff in España.
Yep.
What time do you think the Spaniards eat dinner?
At dinner time.
We got... it doesn't really say. Just says what they like to eat. Oh, here we go. Dinner, cena, is approximately 9 to 11 p.m. and is lighter, like a sandwich or some tapas. So, they probably have their big meal around 5 or 6.
Which is dinner time for everybody else.
Yeah. And then they tell us about a couple of popular dishes, which are kind of neat. And gazpacho, which I've heard before, is apparently a very cold vegetable soup. Weird.
Interesting.
Alright. Have you ever been in a food fight with 20,000 people? Nope, but I believe that's something they do in Spain.
Yeah, I've seen
with
that
tomatoes
on TV with their tomato fights.
Yep, it talks about the running with the bulls. It talks about the La Tomitana, which is their tomato fight. The El Colacho, men dressed as the devil jump over babies.
What?
That seems safe. To show that the babies can defy the devil. Then they have the Las Nieves in Galicia. They celebrate being alive after a near-death experience. Be carried to mass in your own coffin. Okay. So,
It's my
there's your culture for the day. What's do you think is the most meaningful book? Yeah. They wrote that a little bit wrong. They got, of course, Don Quixote and Salvador Dali stuff, Juan Miro, Pablo Picasso, Antonio Gaudi. Apparently, Don Quixote was the first modern novel. Pretty cool. We got, how much do Spaniards love olive oil? I think all of Europe is pretty big on olive oil, but they are the top producer of olive oil in the world. And it takes approximately 30 pounds of olive oil per year to make all of the olive oil that comes from that country.
You mean olives?
Yeah, my bad. Other Spanish products: bananas, oranges, tomatoes, potatoes, avocados, tobacco.
Tobacco.
I think we got tobacco everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And also saffron, which apparently costs about $90 an ounce. Whew. Talks about tourism and their castles and their nightclubs. So, could you use a fan to send a secret message? So that's what our fan is for.
Secret message.
Flamenco music is a big part of Spanish life, which they use it in. And then, let's see, what's it say? A secret life of fans. Most Spanish women have a collection of fans to match different moods or outfits. In the 19th century Spain, single women were not allowed out on their own. A chaperone would be present at all times. A secret language was developed using fans to enable them to communicate with young men. Some examples are open the fan, touching her cheek means I like you. Hitting her left hand with the fan closed also means I like you. But hitting her right hand with the closed fan means the opposite. Hitting her dress with the fan means she is jealous. Covering part of the face with the open fan means we are finished. So I guess whenever they get all mad in movies and they hit their dress, it meant something. Should high school be required? They not have high school? Apparently, the Tooth Fairy is not a thing in Spain.
It's a rat.
Because it's a rat.
Yeah.
Cool. And he lives in a box of cookies, apparently. And runs through the pipes of the city to the rooms of children who have recently lost teeth. There's a plaque at the building in Madrid to mark where he lives. Interesting. Las Chapas is a very popular game. Players use bottle caps as soccer players and a chickpea as the ball. Interesting. It's like a handheld, or a table soccer game instead of going outside, I guess. I don't know. Soda companies put images of soccer players in the caps to get kids to collect their favorite players. Interesting.
That's pretty smart. High
school isn't mandatory. School is compulsory for kids aged 6 through 16, but college is their high school. For 6 through 12, and then ESO, which is their secondary school, is for 12 through 16. Interesting.
Yeah.
So, state education is free, except for books and materials. School uniforms not included. And then high school is optional for 16 through 18. So I guess it's not. Collegio is just for their age 6 through 12.
That's cool. So it seems like this box is really good to order if you have kids and stuff, to have something to do at night for dinner time or whatever.
Or a date night or whatever. If you can't travel, or even if you do travel, I guess maybe it would still be fun. There's importance about Spain's location, if you want to try to answer that. What do these Spanish soccer clubs really hate each other? These questions are worded really weird.
I guess it was written by Ford.
I don't think they translated so well. What is different about modern Spanish culture? And those are our last three. If you know, you should put them in the comments. That'd be pretty cool, and we'll check them and see what's up.
Is that it for this box?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was the kitchen table box passport.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's it for now. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you probably in a few minutes.